Hello and welcome to the GrapeSEED Official Podcast. On this episode of GrapeSEED Friends, we have a behind-the-scenes but also very influential member of the GrapeSEED community. I'm sure you are all familiar with the GrapeSEED Portal. Depending on how long you have been with us, you might remember the grape leaf lesson planning system in the ancient time before lesson plans. If you do, think back to what you could do on that versus what you have available to you now in terms of digital content and resources. Our tech team has worked tirelessly over the years to develop and improve the online accessibility and functionality of our curriculum. And today, Shobhon, a member of that team, is here to give you a peek behind the curtain here. Welcome to the podcast, Shobhon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Really excited and slightly nervous as well.
No, you don't have to be so nervous. You're very welcome on this podcast. I'm very excited to have you on, and after hearing how much work you've done, I'm sure all the listeners will be very appreciative as well. So let's start with you and your role. Can you describe your current role and some of the responsibilities you have?
So I happen to be the project manager in GrapeSEED Technology Division. So I work under Daniel Bradish, who happens to be the global technology head. So roles and responsibilities, I would say, first is to understand the vision, which comes from Bradish. So all the global heads meet, they decide the vision for the next 2, 3, 5 years. And once the vision has been decided, it is now time to break it into the scope and requirements. So where we get to, for example, implement certain things, implement a portal or something, then we start defining the scope and get the detailed requirements working out. Once the requirements are finalized, then we hand it over to the development teams, discuss with them, get into nitty-gritties of the technical part, and then finally manage the delivery of the release. So we have 2 major releases every year and multiple minor releases. So managing all this. So this is in a nutshell a few things which I do.
Yeah, so you're here representing the tech team as a whole, but can you give us a bit of a window into how that team is structured and who is involved? You'd already mentioned Daniel Bradish, our global head of technology, but what else do we have going on the tech team?
We are a pretty young team, I would say. It's been just 3 or 4 years, 3 years since I've been part of this. And we have 3 development centers. One is in China, which is our oldest development center. Then it was started in India. And finally, in 2020, we started in Vietnam as well. So our team size is approximately 30, 31 members. We are around 20 developers, 6 QAs, 7 QAs, I would say. And our architect, who's based in Japan, that is Fangwei-san. So he's our architect main guy. We have a product strategist, Malone. So he is based in Vietnam. And then there's me. I'm based in India. So it's truly what you call a global team. And our boss sits in America. So there's America, Japan, Vietnam, China. So technically speaking, 24 hours of the clock. So
yeah, with GrapeSEED, it's a global community, but even just in your own team, it's quite the global community there.
It's fun. I mean, working across teams and everything, there are challenges. It's and as far as with the developers across different regions and all, it's pretty fun working. New challenges keep on coming. And we have got team size now, 30, 31 members, and we have been growing for the past 3 years. Hiring, adding more and more people. The work has been increasing. The responsibilities have been increasing. So,
especially in your case, I know.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of fun things, but then there's also the meetings that you might have to wake up really early in the morning or stay up really late at night because of time zone differences.
Oh, yes. As I said, it's a full 24-hour thing. So sometimes it happens. But slowly and steadily, when you're enjoying the work, especially, it's fun working with different people from different countries. You get to learn a lot of things, and meetings and everything keeps on, get managed. Sometimes it happens late night, sometimes it happens in the morning. So it's all good fun.
Perfect. So before we get into the actual development side of things, if people have any tech-related questions about working with the portal and trying to troubleshoot things, how can they submit those tech-related questions?
I'm usually people reach out to me, so I'm always available. At least I try to be available most of the time. But suppose that somebody has a portal-related question, so we have a proper support flow which has been set. So we call that as a help desk. and it is managed by the implementation team, which is headed by Jacob and his team. So people can just raise a query on the help desk. So the implementation team actually looks into it. So how to fix it, how to resolve it, and if they need any technical help in order to fix that bug, or if it is a feature request, then it comes to the engineering team, that is us, and then we look into it and respond the way we have to. So we have a proper pipeline which is placed, and try to resolve the queries as quickly as possible.
Yeah, because there's so much good stuff on the portal that if you're having trouble, you're missing out on a lot. So if you're having trouble, definitely reach out through the help desk, or reach out to your coach if you're having any other troubleshooting things. Your coach can kind of point you in the right direction on where to click on the portal and things like that and get you on the right track. So definitely don't miss out on all the great stuff we have.
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.